Nyantechwa maybe am this ka be free Europe akoma ebusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sounds so free won't you hwe me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo ebusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
check now. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se wo benya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo wo so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosinsa Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anase ade bia wo pebia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bebia wo se wo tumwa Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. All call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Yes, September to remember. Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember Dubai Tour with Sammy Flex. Yamu akunyam wako Dubai. Who was have a tour most of the interesting places be a Dubai. Set Desert Safari, Dubai Free, Atlantis Water Park, Dubai City Tour, Yacht Party Bakos. Now for Yasanso a party in the club. And to tell a friend it's September to Remember Dubai Tour with Sammy Flex from the 28th of September to 4th October 2022. For reservation, friend 0243 514 732 and now friend +971 55 949 4061. September to Remember Dubai Tour with Sammy Flex birthday. Come, let's go. Dubai. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant. Taste Africa.
If the week starts like this, then you should know that so many people will be coming in with some energy. And that's what Sammy Flex TV we are about to do here on Showbiz Daily. Coming in with some energy that I know you would also be looking for. My name is Sammy Flex, and with my team of producers, we are about to give you one of the shows that you have been waiting for, Showbiz Daily. That is the power-packed edition of Showbiz Daily with all the guys here on your screen. Anna Reagan in your shot in the middle, in Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo, and at the extreme end, I have man like Kojo King. Kojo King is an up-and-coming artist, and he's a marketing executive. In Team Dodu Solomon is an IT person, online manager, Sammy Flex TV, and a digital content strategist. Anna Reagan is also known as Beef Nation president. He's a writer, he's a talent manager, and also into events. And the guys behind the scenes, Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex editor director, Emmanuel Fori Lapigi as producer, and Gideon Neelam Tessin is our creative director. The team is set for us to rock and roll. Now straight to business. Are you aware that Shatta Wale has come forward to support Sarkodie's claim or statement that media people should also try and go beyond their borders, and that you can't sit on radio for 20 years and be doing the same thing? Are you aware that Shatta has done that? Well, Sally Frimpongman has also sent a strong-worded message to Stonebwoy for flying over and leaving injured patrons who went to his concerts at Ashaman Saka Park. And this has generated so much conversation in our industry. We will be talking about that as well. And of course, Sarkodie is also saying that when it comes to beefing, there is no need that he beefs any local artist because he thinks that Omunfin Esusa, Omunfin Nye, he would rather go in for the international stars, beef them and get the numbers. And sister Wendy Shay is also in the news. Tick is refuting something Wendy Shay has said. These and many more are the things we'll be talking about here on Showbiz Daily. We are live on Sammy Flex TV. And let me do this quick announcement. Because of some changes, Showbiz Daily will be coming forward a little bit. At least from 7 p.m. you should be seated to watch your Showbiz Daily. So let me make this quick announcement that because of some changes, Showbiz Daily comes forward a little bit from 7 p.m. We will start showing live here on Sammy Flex TV. So change your date. I'll change your time rather from 8 p.m. to 7 p.m. and let's do some more. Same content, same power-packed edition, and everything that you want to get. Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Now let's start with Sarkodie's interview with Firestick. Looks like this interview has generated so much talk in town. So much talk in town. But Obia Aircon talk amount for fire left, right, and center. Now Sarkodie thinks that he won't beef any local artist because they won't add anything to his brand or music career. What do you think about this? Watch this video. When I come back, I'll be starting with Beef Nation President because this is his terrain. This is his area, and we'll sure get his opinion on this. Watch it. I'll be back.
Right now, all the rappers for Ghana right now, new ones come up where they actually do this rap battle thing. Wow. If you say right now, all the rappers for Ghana right now, new ones come up where they actually do this rap battle thing. Wow. If you say any of them goofy touch your spots, make you give them some, none of them. Or can't they cry? Baller.
No. For the young ones now.
For the young ones, no.
Because my feeling towards them is, because mind you, before I go even put Strongman on Success Music, I'm pretty sure that they get some lines where if I be a sensitive person, I wouldn't want to work with them.
Right.
So, because I see, and anybody around, if you really know me, what they get to me is not what you think will get to me.
Right.
Because I'm not going to mention some artists in name way. Then I shoot video where he did it was so uncomfortable. Where I noticed, but then I don't know what really the issue be. Where you say you won't see me on the side. Where I go with time where you tell me, say, bro, I don't say this thing, you don't take from your heart. I swear to God, I don't have idea what the guy they talk about. But the guy feels say he do something where me, he did my head inside. But it's not even about pretense. I know they care about the thing where I don't even remember what the guy talked. Where the guy explained. So that be my state of mind when it comes to, you know, rappers or more cancer. Because you say, I'm Ronaldo or whoever is on radio and they ask you who's the best rapper, I expect them to say it's them. Of course, and there's no disrespect. But bottom line is saying at the end of the talk, you know, the man, we know what it is. Exactly. So if you know what it is, it's not really going to make you feel like, because I suppose that you respond when you yourself are not too sure. You know, when you say you feel say no, be like this guy for sure. Exactly. But if that's not how you feel, I don't think you would want to respond. It go excite you when you hear him.
True. Internationally, somebody they will make you come out with some hard shit. Maybe some MI or something.
Yeah, MI, yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Some MI or some what would the essay guy name? That's a guy. Casper. Yeah. Them ones.
Because of course, you know the
levels.
Exactly.
For real. For real.
No disrespect to, but let's be realistic, business wise. For real. So many Casper, essay will be watching what I'm doing.
For real.
Nigeria, MI, exactly.
Some way.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Those names, definitely.
For real. Interesting. Wicked. Right. So.
International national beef.
All right, so that was Sarkodie and Fire Stick there. Like I said, this interview has already generated so much talk about in town. And Nana Reagan, being the Beef Nation president, will start discussing it. Nana, Sark said local beef there were bread. Amrado, Lyrical Joe, Bibini, Strong Man, Bravo. So I bread, kaboom. Nana Reagan, kaboom. I say I bread. It's here the outer national.
Well, that's I want to I agree with him in the line that, I mean, for any of these rappers, I will begin to throw a shot at Sarkodie, and they responded there. And then at this time, the beer will drew because the beef is just to give you the attention for you to also tell the world or the people that also you have something. You understand? So if since looking at Sarkodie's brand, what he has been able to achieve for himself over the years, and since maybe our worst is and he should be looking beyond the borders of Ghana. So I agree with him perfectly if he says he will be over throw shots or over responding to MI or Casper or any other person from other areas. If they throw a shot at him, he will rather respond to such people. Of course, that will give him that spotlight and different audience kind of thing, conversation. So for now in Ghana, we cannot mention rappers and not tell the story of Sarkodie. So if me or not cry and I say me I'm managing and I say if I'm part of the advisors, I'll still validate or stamp what the comments in our past say. And that is the thing, beef, no. And then Chemo Mobeka say, I'm not do a key or you lose one the key advice because if you are there at that position and will be or below you and is trying to hit you, you have the advantage to control the space. You won't be running so you have every means to throw even an indirect shot at the person without even mentioning the person's name. Time out the bayano and maybe beyond that power no one say because one nipa person tap into spotlight and so yes, if anybody will throw a shot at Sarkodie, it is for what purposes? It's for just for the person to also tell Ghanaians that I am better than Sarkodie. And at this point, what has Sarkodie got to prove again? He has done it all when it comes to rap music in Ghana. He has done everything. He has achieved when it comes to awards. I mean, any platform is going to ever come. It is out there. It is public knowledge. So for me, I want to agree with him 100%. I don't see it as disrespect to any rap brand in the country. It is about brand positioning and where he has gotten to now in terms of achievement. In fact, almost be my album with you crowd will admit say yes, we're achieving and maybe ahead of them. And you know, if he wants to pay attention or focus when it comes to if he wants to focus on almost or more other areas beyond the borders of Ghana, it is in the right direction. It's perfect. It's just
okay. Chemo, come through. What do you also make of Sarkodie's comment?
Oh, straightforward. I mean, it's if nothing at all, it's a business decision, and I think it's a good one. I mean, going outside Ghana, in fact, in his statement, or no one can say, if I do it with somebody in Ghana, it's only Ghanaians who are going to enjoy that thing. But if it is outside Ghana, then he will get more people to listen to him. So I agree with him, even business-wise, and besides business too. I mean, he has done it in Ghana. He has proven himself, like when it comes to rap game. So what a game! He has nothing to prove. I mean, we don't expect anything from Sarkodie in terms of beefing somebody in Ghana. That now he's good or he's doing it. No. So I agree with him that he should rather focus on international market.
So it is not pride. Some people might want to put it.
Not at all. I mean, even if you say pride, what are you trying to say? As in, he's not better than the ones that he will.
What drew too much?
But what drew? He is there. So even if we take it in that context, are you saying that Kaboom is at the same level with than Sarkodie? Is that what you are saying? For you to justify that his pride or he is trying to disrespect the other rappers, you should be able to give something that the other rappers are in the same level with him before that thing will, and when you mention the names, I mean it's clear. So but I don't think he was trying to disrespect them anyway. He was just trying to give justification for his business decision, and the decision is that he will get more value beefing with international artists than Ghanaian artists. And this one, who can argue? Or how are you going to argue about this? It's so true, and there's nothing that you can say for people to say that, oh, nah, Sarkodie change your mind or something. So I agree with him, and I think it's purely business decision, and it's a good one. So he should rather do that.
Focus on the
international rappers, yes.
And leave the local
rappers for now.
Wow.
I mean, yes. So I agree with him.
100%. Sorry to local rappers. Sarkodie has not gone, or he has not even gotten a time for you guys. That is what I want to say. Yes, go on.
Yeah, what I see is growth. Somebody is growing, and when you grow, definitely your visions, your objectives varies. So you can't just remain in your old state. Maybe 5-10 years ago, Sark will jump into a beef, knowing the benefits that come with it. Yes, even if he starts today, they will talk about him, but is that what he wants? Maybe he has a better way of getting that than putting that energy, going to studio, crack your brains and write songs just to come and beef. He will do the next easier thing that will give her the same attention or recognition that he wants. So he wouldn't beef. And for what purpose? As he rightly said, if I beef a fellow Ghanaian artist, yes, we will be on top. The attention will get. But to what use? So now if I want to cross barriers, I want to penetrate into certain African markets. If I want to penetrate to South Africa, and I engage in a beef with a certain nasty, and I know, yes, I'm getting a good value for whatever I'm doing, because at the end of the day, South Africans will get to know me. If I'm doing with Calligraph Jones in Kenya, at the end of the day, I'm pushing my brand onto Kenyans. So there should be a time in every artist or every individual's life that, okay, certain things I don't need them anymore, so that you wouldn't lose sight of the things that you really need. And I think it beats most of our people. They will still feel like, okay, they need the bills and other things to sustain them. So meanwhile, they have gone past that level. They need other things that will even catapult them a notch higher. So this is a beautiful observation coming from Sark. And yes, Sark is a brilliant chap. Sark is learned. Sark knows the game. When you begin traveling, meeting certain personalities, your scope about the game opens. And so this is where at times most of our people fail to understand that some of these our guys, they know when they come to speak, we shouldn't take that like they don't know what they are doing. Man, these guys, Charlie, the things they are being exposed to, you have no idea. Maybe they can take you somewhere and you will be lost. You will be lost in the conversation at all. So when they come out with some of these statements, people need to really listen and see that it is coming from a well-organized, prominent person who understands whatever he is doing. Because we can't say that for over 10 years that Sarkodie has been relevant, consistent. The guy is not working. He's just out of luck. Let's give them the respect that they are doing something. Yes, you have people who explain it or understand it in their own perspective. Yes, that is also allowed. But yes, whatever the guy is saying, whatever he's putting out there, he knows whatever he's saying. And yes, some people who agree with him. Who is the next biggest rapper after Sarkodie, or who can run shoulders with Sarkodie. Even if he does it with that person, still it is Ghana. The effect wouldn't be as doing it with the next person across borders. And it comes with goals, personal values, what he wants at that point in time. So this time he doesn't want any local beef. He wants international beef with Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, the Jay-Z's, what they are saying, Drakes. They are three powers. I had the
Well, so Sarkodie's point, well noted, and I want to believe that since my people did not have any problem with it, majority of the people out there who are followers of the industry will also not get any problem with Sarkodie at all on this particular point. Now, let me take you guys back to Ashaman a little bit, where after Ashaman to the world, so many issues coming up here and there. We have seen KKD, who has angrily lashed out at some of our people for being careless, especially our institutions, for being careless and not taking care of the people at the hospital. We have also seen police reports telling us that about 42 people, or 42, should I describe them as thieves or armed robbers? They were arrested having...
Suspected thieves.
Suspected thieves. Well, until proven guilty, right? but if we are to go by their own report, they said armed robbers.
Armed robbers, yes. Because they were carrying arms.
Exactly. If we are to go by their own
yeah.
reports,
Yeah,
then we can say armed robbers. According to the police tweet,
yeah.
the police official handle tweeted that they have arrested 42 armed robbers. And we also heard that some people got injured, admitted at the Tema General Hospital. And as I talk to you, Sally Frimpong, who is a popular entertainment pundit, has been talking. Her problem is that she doesn't understand why why Stonebwoy, I was going back to talk about Sarkodie, why Stonebwoy will leave the people who have been injured and admitted at the hospital, will go to Nigeria to promote his song, his new song, when people have been admitted at the hospital. She is not happy. And the video that we have chanced on, coming from Hits FM 103.9, it is so serious. The lady was hard. And she even thinks that we should take the whole show from Ashaman, especially on a park called Saka Saka Park. She doesn't want to hear it like Saka Saka. It took her there. Saka Saka, never Saka Saka the better. And that is what Sally seems to be saying. I want to get it from Chamo, what Chamo thinks about Sally's comment and what you make of it.
Yeah, so what can Stonebwoy do about Saka Saka?
Change the name. Maybe she wants us to change the name.
The town belongs to Stonebwoy, so he can change the name. I mean, this is the standard that nobody, no matter what you do, you cannot satisfy somebody like Sally Frimpong. Yes. Even from the assertion that the name Saka Saka, because of that name, they shouldn't host the show there, or the name is having issue with the organization, as in the Ashaman to the world. I mean, who can change the name and now make it better, or change the name and then people who went there to misbehave will start behaving well? Come on, this is not a standard that anybody at all can meet. So I think this is an unfair comment coming from Sally Frimpong. Okay. And the statement that he's selfish and he shouldn't be going to Nigeria, whilst some people got injured in the because of the show or the event. I mean, that one too is not fair comment to make. I mean, so now is she trying to tell us that because of the injuries that some people suffered, Stonebwoy should not be eating? He should wait till they get well or something before Stonebwoy can eat or something. Because if Stonebwoy is not working, not promoting his music, it means he will not make money and then eventually get something to eat. So if you say that he shouldn't be promoting his song because somebody is injured, you are trying to tell him that he shouldn't be eating because of his event. Somebody got injured, so he shouldn't be eating. It's not a fair comment to make. I mean, there's a point in there, if you think about it carefully. If we have not seen anything coming from Stonebwoy, as in trying to sympathize with those who injured people, coming out with a statement maybe to wish them well or speedy recovery or something. So if you come from that angle and you say it in a way that you have a solid point to back it, I mean, we can argue about it, whether it's even necessary at all or not. But the way that she went about the whole thing is not a fair comment to make, because nobody, regardless of your standard, can satisfy her. Let me put it that way. No musician can satisfy her if she's using such a standard, because I'm pretty sure that every event with such a huge crowd, something will happen. So if something happens, then we should hold the artist responsible and even tell the artist not to eat or promote what will bring them food, so the people get better, or till you go and visit them or something. I mean, that's not a fair comment to make. And some of these things will will frustrate the artist, and they will start talking in a certain way that we will not be happy about it. Okay. So for us to have peace and do our job as pundits, journalists, or whatever, we should be circumspect when it comes to criticizing the artists or the musicians and the way they go about their things. I mean, it's within our right to talk about them and the things that they do, and even suggest what we think will be better for them. Okay. But we shouldn't go overboard and start making it look like they cannot satisfy us, or they cannot do anything better if they are not going the way we want them to go. That's not a fair thing that we will do to them. Okay. So Sally, I think she should come again, especially if she wants some of us to support her in terms of wishing those who got injured speedy recovery, or sympathize with them in a way that will make them feel better. Why not? I think it's not a bad thing. Yes, with them. Yes, but don't be what this guy Tomaso would say, that the current social justice warriors that we have, his thing is that they are just envious of those who have made it in life. So they try to
they use their social status to fight them.
They use a standard that those who have made it can never meet it, so that they will bash them all the time. They will say things about them all the time. Who can survive this kind of standard that Sally Frimpong man is giving? You should stop eating or stop promoting things that can bring you food because somebody got injured in your event, at the course of your event. Oh, come on. So I disagree with Sally, and I think she should be careful the way she puts out some of her opinions, because it will just frustrate other people, and they will come in a way that we will not be happy. Yeah,
I see. Point well made. Kojo, let me get your opinion on this.
You see, when people make statements, especially media people, I expect someone like Kwame Dazi to write something about it, as he would do when musicians do that. Else, you make them feel that, okay, you guys feel like always what you say is right. But when a musician try to also pour out their sentiments, then you all gang up, then you come against us. Then that is when you show us ethics, how we communicate without emotions. You show us, and so you say, it's bad. Musicians are also human beings, so they can also pour out their emotions. And these are some of the things. If Sally should continue speaking like this, trying to free her mind, even to her children, one day, one of her children will slap her. Because she will fail to understand that my child has grown to a certain level, that if I'm speaking with him or her, I should show a certain respect.
Should be mindful.
Exactly. When they were young and you were shouting at them, it gets to a level that you need to reason with them as people who have minds. So when you are addressing somebody like Stonebwoy and you do it so harshly, using certain words aggressively, like you are talking to a small boy or your daughter or your son, what are we doing to ourselves? Stonebwoy that has worked for himself to this level, a married man with kids, taking care of his family, commanding some such numbers, and you come and address him, and not him alone. Recently, she was speaking about Ghanaian musicians as if they are her kids. And I expect that media people will come after her too. Let her feel that whatever she's doing is wrong, but only few will say it. But when the musicians speak, hey, then we all gang up, as if we are connected. We will be calling ourselves. Charlie, Sarkodie has insulted us. Then everybody will be talking about it. Every platform. Why are we doing this? It is full of disrespect, you know. And how can the industry grow forward, or become what we expect it to be with some of this mindset? So, because certain casualties happen during the event or connected to the event, now we should stop Ashaman to the world. We are losing sight of the.
She didn't say we should stop. She said we should change the venue.
We should change the venue. So wherever we put it, human beings wouldn't go there. We won't get numbers.
No, wait. Her understanding is that when you go to Ashaman, there are hoodlums. In fact, she even used the word in the video. That when you go to Ashaman, there are hoodlums there. And the hoodlums will cause what is happening. But if you take it to
East Legon, you should bring it to East Legon.
Or Dansuman, or even to Sotu, the people are not here.
Who told
you
it?
need visa to come here.
You see, and what she's preaching for. So we should lose sight of the economic value that happens in Ashaman. People will sell. When over 100,000 people, I'm not sure they all come from Ashaman. People move out there. We have people who are selling. There will be money coming into Ashaman. They did a lot of cleanups, health exercises, a lot of things. Musicians came there to sell themselves to people. So there is economic value. Now, we all know that these casualties wasn't recorded at the venue. Because according to information, there were maximum security at the venue. But people coming to the venue, and so after they were leaving for their various houses, they met some of these casualties. Yes. The bottom line is, I went to Ashaman to the World Concert, and on my way home, this thing happened to me. Yes, so it is good that Stonebwoy and the team come out to express their sympathy or their empathy to all the people who suffered some of these casualties, which is very fine. So if and I think that after the Tuesday of that weekend, we called one of Stonebwoy's guys on Peace FM. We called him and we spoke. He told us, yes, he passed on the information of their concern about the people who have suffered some of these casualties and stuff. And I think about yesterday, I saw another guy also on City TV, one of Stonebwoy's reps, also addressing the issue. So if we have not seen a presser or something, some of his people are talking about it.
They have ignored it.
Exactly. Some of the people have talked about it and they have expressed their concerns that it wasn't the best. But the way we put it, why do we always want to bewitch ourselves and make we feel that this is the best way to correct issues? That we should move it from Ashaman. So the other people who host it, they deserve for people. They deserve to be.
They will not bring 42 umbrellas.
They deserve to be butchered or what? If there is issue, let's find ways and means how to correct it. That if should it happen again, what are the measures? What will be the education? That okay, when you are going for these shows, make sure maybe when you are returning, you move in numbers, you move in groups. If it's late, remain at the venue because we close around 4. Let the daylight come, then you move. Don't make sure you don't use routes that are so secluded. Be in the light, so that these unfortunate people wouldn't have you as their victims. This is the conversation, because you can't tell me over 80,000 for that gathered there. Police should escort them to their various homes, and it doesn't matter the event was held in AICC or the Dome. Still, after we close, you will go to our various houses.
And if they want to chase you,
they'll chase. So if you are walking and you use the demonstration route, and these people meet you and they rob you, you come out, the news will come out. Oh, I went to certain show at Accra's International Conference Center and this thing happened to me. So Sally, the way she's constantly disrespecting musicians, if musicians start coming after her, I will watch and see the media people who will now turn saints to come and correct musicians on how to speak. Because they are also human beings. They are also human beings. Stonebwoy, from the time he started till date, Stonebwoy is also a man who have seen enough to also have an opinion.
That's true.
And the way we kill a cat or the way we kill a fowl is not the same way we kill a bull. So if a bull is coming, we have tactics to kill the bull.
Like a lion.
Exactly. If a lion is coming, you won't tell me that I should treat the lion like, you see. So this is what the media do. A lion will come and attack you, and if you try to act like how we fight a lion, they will tell you no, but this you have to use the tactics of killing the fowl. So look at how Sally came. Hot. Yes, hot. So if you are facing somebody like that, you have to also come hot, so that they will be square. Else if you come boko and cannot.
Yeah.
So when it happens like this, we have to also know. And my issue is Dorina View. All the time, this thing happening with Dorina View, the way that lady is revered and people praise it.
And you know, I think I'm happy you brought this up. You know, Dorina View too is a Stonebwoy kind of girl. You know the Hit FM guys, because most of them are Stonebwoy affiliates.
Exactly. I read around and the way people applaud her for her intelligence and stuff. And gradually, this news coming all in the name of maybe to hype your show or whatever. I think she should check it again. It's not the best for her brand.
Okay. Thank you. Nana Regan will speak finally on this particular topic before we move on to the next one. Yeah, Nana.
This is straight away a reckless comment from Saliman, and it's not the first time. In fact, it is becoming unbecoming. And it's about time some of us let her know that some of these comments coming from her is as dirty as anything she wants to clean. So
what she wants to clean, the comments are dirtier.
Yeah, so she should mind some of the ways. If she will check how she wants to do her criticisms and how she wants to put out messages that are of importance to musicians and in fact the industry as a whole, she should do that now. I think people like Saliman will talk the way they are talking because of how the media, programs managers, producers some of them are trying to, the kind of mindset and agenda that goes into their production and what they want in return. That is what is giving people like Saliman that strength and that validation to sit behind microphones and spit some of these reckless comments. It is so bad that sometimes it will only end up sparking up conversation. In fact, let me put it like this: unnecessary conversations. Rather than addressing what issues you want us to talk about because of the way your posture and how you are addressing somebody's issue. What is she talking about? I mean, I for one will not argue or disagree with anybody that wants Stonebwoy to put out a sympathy message or go there and show his solidarity to the people or the victims at the hospitals and all of that. It will be a beautiful thing for Stonebwoy to do. But even at that, you can't put the 100% responsibility on Stonebwoy's head as an artist. It is so wrong and so unfair for anybody to do that. I mean, it's about time we sit down and address our issues that are affecting our events that leads to some of these occurrences. Let's address it. Let's find ways and means to minimize or stop some of these things where we will wait for it to happen and then we will put the blame or wants to attack a certain musicians that was a headline artist or headline performer at what event. Let's look. I am expecting Sally with her loudness and what if I'm allowed to use that word to be coming up with ways and means to even ensure some of our events. Because at this point, if Ashama to the world is insured, maybe certain things from the victims can be taken care of by insurance company that are insured it.
I get it now.
You understand? Where Stonebwoy as an artist or as an individual can also go ahead and do his work. He can travel and people like Saliman will not have issues with that because we have put things in place for victims that or people that suffer some of these things would be taken care of. If there is a certain insurance company that has come out to say, out of so and so victims that happened at Ashama to the world, we are taking care of these victims and we've done that, we've done ABCD for them and we are making sure everybody is okay. And Sally will not go and sit on that platform and we will be talking the way she is talking. But in our space, it looks like everything is about the artist, everything is about the musician. How can Stonebwoy alone be responsible for all of these people?
Because they came there because of him.
Yes, they can come there because of me. People go to Michael Jackson's show because of Michael Jackson. But if some of them get into situations like that, they don't put 100% responsibility on Michael Jackson because there are things to take care of such people. They have made preparations ahead of time that some of these things are likely to happen. So when it happens like this is how we will address it. This is how we will take care of it. But here we don't prepare ourselves for some of these things. We are not talking about it. The media, who is also supposed to champion some of this agenda, are just there making reckless comments. I mean, some of us are just there making reckless comments, attacking the musicians and the artists here and there in such a manner, which is very, very unfortunate. So because people are injured, Stonebwoy should halt everything. His life should come to a standstill. He shouldn't do anything until some of these people do recover from their injuries or what.
But are you also happy or not happy, not hearing anything from Stonebwoy at all after the incidents at Ashama to the world? Are you also happy about it?
I personally have not.
Because as it stands now, I think I've combed enough and I've not seen any solidarity message or sympathy message.
But Kojo just mentioned that his team members have put out certain comments.
And Kojo, when you called the team member on Peace FM, what did he say?
Yeah, so before...
What did he say they are doing or they have done?
Okay, so what he said was, because the police were first to bring out the issues, they are in talks with the police. Because they came there for their security, whatever. So they are in talks with the security before even rushing to even put out certain statements. You have police reported that we have arrested 42. Then the Stonebwoy team will come out and issue press. We are sorry for, without even finding out whatever happened. So he said they are in talks with the police to see whatever happened, and he sent out message that they are sorry for whatever has happened. And they are in talks with the police. He said they arranged a meeting, but the police officers weren't ready. So that the next day, that will be a Wednesday, they will meet and they will discuss. But the way the issue is out, everybody is talking. They have to be careful. They can bring a statement and Ghanaians will use the statement against them. This is Ghana. So they are taking their time to make sure that they do things right. But apart from they issuing a statement, they have been talking. They have been talking.
So you can imagine. So let's say if they are still talking to the police and the police is telling them, oh, we are doing investigation, we will give you a report at this time. And Stonebwoy has to work in Nigeria within that same period. Stonebwoy has to sleep and wait for the police to bring that investigative report to him before he will put out a statement, and then he will make that business in Nigeria. And then what? And then if Stonebwoy becomes a charity case in the future, Saliman will go back to that same microphone and go and be shouting, Stonebwoy, yeah, you see some of these things. I mean, she should apply brakes on how she goes about her criticisms and all of that. I mean, it's so bad.
I see. Well, to Saliman, I love you, you know it, and I have been with you all these years doing this business. But I think for the past weeks, the energy and the fire you're exhibiting, it is just beyond the ordinary. Yeah, I know you have been a firebrand all this while, but I think for the past weeks, the kind of videos I'm seeing, and the energy and the passion, it's like she goes to the studio angry. That's how most of the videos I see come across. Like she goes to the studio and she's already angry over something.
Yeah.
Because the other day I watched one from Power FM, same way, same energy, same attacks, left, right, and center.
That one was for Shatta, Wale. And then Nana Mama Brown too. And then this time around, Stonebwoy.
Well, in fact, we want to correct our people, but let's do it in a more decorous manner.
Yeah.
Because they are the same people who will do it, and we also praise them. So when they goof, yesterday or consuno or no one boy hina. So when they goof in their discharge of duties, let's find a way of dealing with them. Now, out of this finding a way of dealing with them, remember it was last Friday on this same show, Showbiz Daily, where we looked at Sarkodie statement.
Sorry to cut you. There's Saka. Do you know the meaning of it?
Not
I
yet.
want to know the meaning of it.
No.
She should be very careful with some of these pronouncements.
Exactly.
You don't know the meaning of Saka.
I'm sure because Shay is an account.
Yeah, so it's not an account. You think it's an account, so you are interpreting with an account meaning.
Even if the meaning is like
some history.
Of course, every name has a history.
So be careful. He should be very
even if the name implies what she is thinking. And so what? So Stonebwoy should change the name.
To change the venue.
And it will change what?
The animals won't come there.
You know why?
Because they will need visa to go to the new place.
Does she know why Stonebwoy is doing Ashama to them? Not just to project his works or as an artist, but to also like economic reasons for the area, the Ashama,
and
change the name, that tag. You know, Ashama is tagged with negativity.
Violence.
So you want to change that perception. We all know Nigeria back in the days, people were foreign, but now when we talk about Nigeria, it's not the same thing. The story is different. Through Showbiz.
Well, so like I was saying before Nana Reagan interrupted, I was also saying that when Sarkodie granted an interview to Fire Stick, something came up. Sarkodie thought that media people who have been criticizing artists like the Saliman thing we just talked about, and the fact that some of them too have been here 20 years on radio, 30 years on radio. Some of us, they say, you buy and check.
More.
You need 10 years on radio yet. Yeah, it's 20 years for now. You can't, Abeku Santana, Mokwesiam, Wajim, and the Dusty Mo. Of nobody 20 years. Here they buy a chance and chase. A chance and chase. So I could say, you guys don't go anywhere. And I'm sure Sarkodie was talking to Kosiam about you. Because somebody could say, I
knew Mukro to me.
But what now? 20 years, you guys are not doing anything, but most of them the pressure to artists to say, So last Friday we had a time on it. Some agreed, some disagreed. Now we've seen that the issue is really catching up. Some artists are happy, like Sarkodie has spoken for them. I've seen a tweet from Kwamina MP who had said that, yeah, Kinsak, you are right. You got it right. And on top of it all, King Shatta Wale has also added his voice to it. In a live video from his America base, he has also said that, yeah, let's clap for Sarkodie. It is a wake-up call. Fire the bend, they come. I'll be back like Terminator. What he's saying is that he'll come and add up to even the fire Sarkodie is throwing. And in this tweet, he said, Sako say, who feels it knows it. So what means that now Shatta thinks that, oh, Sarkodie is now feeling something. Reason he's talking about it. He comes again to say, SM fans, Beam fans, Sack Nation, Blacko, MDK fans, let's all use this opportunity and capitalize on what Sack said, and let's stop all. This one is better than this. We are wasting our time, period. And for the truth, and that is no lie. And for the truth, and that is no lie. Let's go and support what Sarkodie said, and let's chase the bald-headed men out of town. And here, the bald-headed men, I'm talking about the media people. They don't go anywhere. Sit on radio, sit on TV, and they will be lambasting artists for not going international. But you, as a choice FM, landing, BBC, the other. That's not gonna check to coin. Now let's watch Shatta's video, and I'll come back to ask my people: is this the mindset of many musicians, and that Sarkodie has said it for them finally? Watch it. I'll be back.
Just to everyone, yeah, I did on Twitter right now where they say, you know, King Sack they talk about. Just everyone, yeah, I did on Twitter right now where they say, you know, King Sack they talk about a couple of issues and a couple of things, and I go like, yeah, these are the things we need to be talking about. Nobody should fight Sarkodie for whatever he has said. Nobody should fight Sarkodie for whatever he's saying. Sarkodie is being real. He's being real to himself. He's being real to the universe. He's being real to the planet. He's being real to the world. That yeah, we have certain things that we need to repair in our industries for us to go on. Basically, me, when I sit down, it be calculations that I do. I get what I'm saying. A whole lot of people have been saying, so Shatta, when are you releasing your album? Shatta, when are you making this? Shatta, when are you doing this? Shatta, when are you doing that? I say, yo, if you guys don't change your mentalities, how you want me to come just release album, then you start compare me. Every day compare. And then we repairs. Studio, no fit sleep, man no dey fit chop, man no dey fit do anything. Then if you release song, then somebody for radio, where you know if you enter BBC or CNN, if you Sarkodie the talk, you know me at the talk, if you Sarkodie where the talk, if you Sarkodie where the talk, you chop 20 years for radio talk, then you won't criticize somebody where they make money pass you. As if you're 20 years old, you don't even get house. You're 20 years old, you don't get house. You're 20 years old, you don't even get house. You're 20 years old, you don't get house.
Shatta Wale also adding his voice to the conversation, and he thinks, yeah, Sarkodie has spoken for them. And the discussion has been, okay, so even if all the musicians are thinking this way, are they right to assume that media people should now move from their comfort zone, as in doing radio and TV in Ghana, to go and occupy international platforms? Are they right to say this? Kojo, the other day you were not here. At least two of my men, they were here, shared their opinion, but you were watching from afar, and you were pissing onto the field.
Throwing stones.
You were pissing onto the field, throwing stones onto the field. So today, let's get your opinion. What really you were talking about on the day?
Okay, so when you study the relationship between Ghanaian musicians and the media, it's always really like a fight between the two. When you are with musicians and you listen to the kind of things or their perception about the media, and you are with the media too, you listen to their perception about musicians, you see that there is a fight.
A clear fight.
A clear fight. Meanwhile, it wasn't
no point
supposed,
of agreement for
exactly.
Both of them.
It wasn't supposed to be so. For the fact that musicians will be listening to radio or watching TV, and certain comments coming from pundits and the hosts, some of the hosts too, they will sit unconcerned, they will even correct. So it makes them feel that these people are there just to destroy us. They don't love us. And so when they get to a certain level, whatever opportunity that they also get, they have to fight back. And because maybe most of them have not grown to a certain level, they will keep silent. But when they feel like now we are mature enough, then they will voice their opinion out. And this is what Sarkodie has done. You remember when Sarkodie came to Xylophone and you quizzed him that Why is it that when issues come around him and we want him for interview, he's not available? He told you he's afraid of the media. And I was like, a whole Sarkodie have been in the game for 10 years, afraid of the media. And what he said was that, yes, before he realized something that you would say, they would twist it.
Yeah.
It means when it's happening like that, it takes energy from them. They are not too cool with that. So for Sarkodie to say that I'm afraid of the media, what is the media doing that will let Sarkodie, who's supposed to be a friend of the media, be afraid? And we can't behave like ostriches and pretend as if some of these things is not happening. Me, I said that the media creates monsters. Ghanaian media, it creates monsters. And we have a lot of examples. Shatta Wale is one. Kwame Eugene, Wendy Shay, a lot of them. And what they do is, like Kwame Eugene, when the guy came so young from a reality show, now guy is everywhere. Definitely, there are certain things about the game that he's oblivious of. And certain comments will come. You will listen to radio and you are discussed. Your dressing is being discussed. And we are not discussing it objectively and tell you that, oh, when you wear color blue, you can't match it with a pink. It makes it this. We will just tag you that onim dressing. Then fans will carry it. Then it become a tag. So anytime you dress, you are thinking of, hey, Ade Amashi, is it okay? And these are psychological effects that we push to our musicians. Yes, fashion is part of creativity. So if we speak to a certain sense of fashion and we base it with facts, every musician will embrace it. And it's about communication. I can say good things about you, but the way I will present to you, you won't love it. And somebody can say a bad thing to you, but the way the person will present it, you accept it.
Yeah, because the person said it right.
Exactly. But what do we see? A lot of musicians. And so when they meet together, they have some of these common conversations about what is happening with the media. They've been having it. That is why you see other musicians also coming to support Sarkodie for what he has said. Now, when we do this, we start talking like this, like what we discussed just some minutes ago from Saliman, using certain words against our musicians. Now, if a musician also come in that same fashion, now we have to bring the moral cast or the ethics to correct that. Oh no, you don't have to speak this way because he is a musician. But it has gotten to that time that musicians are also ready to also fight some of the people in the media by their utterances. If we will feel that whatever statement comes out, it is the whole media, then musicians also have the right to feel that when you speak about one of us, you are talking about the whole musicians. Because we've listened to people, we've sat on platforms that people will say Ghanaian musicians. So it means when they mention Ghanaian musicians, everybody is part of it. So if somebody also say the media, and we will accept that he is referring to us. Because what I know is, if somebody says maybe media is disrespectful and you Sammy Flex, you don't sit on your platforms to disrespect. I don't think you will be so perturbed. But you'll be perturbed when you have done that. And you are guilty. You are guilty. But if you are not part of it, I don't think you will be worried. Shatta Wale comes here and says good things about you. The next moment, he is there bashing media. Will you feel accused or guilty when you have not said anything bad about him? Yes, he's talking about the media, but definitely the bad ones out of it. He has to address them in such a manner. Conversation of whatever Sarkodie said was in a context. If you listen to the full interview, you understand it. Now, we put a lot of pressure on our musicians without even understanding how they survive. A lot of them who have gone into certain lifestyle and behavior that is eating up their account. It is part of it as a result of some of the utterances that we make without even understanding how what they go through. Is it easy for an artist to go international? It is not easy. And who decides who goes international? If a company decide right now that, okay, per our existence in business, per our customer range, per our revenue levels, we feel that the market here is not is smaller for us, so we want to extend, or our we want to expand our revenue base, so we have identified a new market out there that is lucrative, so we want to venture there. So these are decisions a company will sit down and analyze before it decides to go international. Some company right from the onset will say that, okay, in our 10th year, we want to go international. So right from the beginning, they have these things in plan. Some companies can decide that we are serving our local people for life, and nobody can blame them for not going international because it doesn't come cheap. As the multinational companies, Coca-Cola and all of them who are international brands, and ask them if it's cheap. It is not cheap.
Not at all.
So if you see a Nigerian crossing borders and you don't understand, you don't even know the people behind that Nigeria, the kind of budget they are operating on, and you use that to spite a Ghanaian artist, you, that media person, you are off the bar.
Okay.
You are being mistaken.
You're wrapping up.
Because you don't know whatever happens. Then if the artist also comes back and it's okay, let's just do this, because we know certain media people who have attained world reputation. Has Christian Mampo, is he working in Peace FM?
No.
But everybody knows her, right? We have other world repute journalists. They haven't gone to everywhere, but people know them by their works. So you can also be in Ghana, and Sammy Flex, everybody will know you in the world based on your works.
Yeah.
And even
everybody knows me in the world.
You said?
Everybody knows
exactly.
me in the world. Yeah.
So you are an international journalist.
Of course. Of course. What do you think?
But yeah, so according to that standard, Sammy Flex, does he qualify to be an international journalist?
Answer it. We need your answer. We need your answer on that. I'm an international journalist.
You're a YouTuber.
YouTube is international. YouTube is
yeah, but then everything is Facebook is international.
Yes.
If that is, that's not the judgment. Oh, so when you say someone, and then all our artists are international artists. So what is the beef?
No. I'm not sure.
No.
Wait. Do you know Beyonce's team? They know.
I know Jay-Z is part of.
No.
Wait,
team. Beyonce's team knows me as a broadcaster from Ghana.
Yes, because we have worked with them.
Yes,
of course. So they know you. But the point is, if you are using a YouTube, if you are using your YouTube channel to say that you are an international artist,
how did they get?
I'm coming. Then all our musicians, including me, I'm an international artist because I have a YouTube account. All of them, their videos
are music video there.
All of them, their videos. I'm coming. Their videos are there on YouTube. People from various parts, and even Sarkodie, one BET certain platform he stood on.
They are all
and when we say international, it's not only about maybe thinking of the Europe. If you cross barrier to Togo, to South Africa, it is international.
You can see us from everywhere.
So now the pressure you are putting on them, meaning that you want them to catapult to the next level. Because we all know when we talk about international artists, we know artists that conquer major or most countries. It might not be every country, but most countries, at the mention of their name, everybody knows them without struggle.
Okay.
So if it goes that way, then the artist can also come back. Charlie, this guy doesn't know how I make my money. He doesn't know my hustle. but he's trying to push me to a level that I don't even have the capacity to go there. And the next man, he doesn't understand how he's working to get there. Then I also come and descend on you. That you have stayed in Ghana for over 20 years. Not even one link at South Africa. We are, and Sarkodie is not literally saying that we should go to BBC or there, but create links.
But the example he used meant.
Oh, but examples, we use examples.
That's what I mean is that the example he used meant that someone went there. Yeah. He didn't say someone, because one, if it is just that example we are talking about, then I can also sit here and send an email to BBC and say I have an artist called Kojo King. I want to have an interview, blah 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 blah. Just go to the process. If they look at you and you think they are blues, yes, you are good. Yes.
Good. So that connection. Do we?
Which artist has come to one journalist and say, Charlie?
Okay. So you want them to come to you?
Who did they go?
You want them to come to you. So that is, if that is the case, then what are we talking about?
If I don't know your worry, how do I solve it?
So I won't come to you. So why do you also want to push me to do things that I'm not ready to do? Now you are saying that they don't come to you so that you connect them.
You were asking me, have I done it for someone? I said, because no one has asked me to do it.
So the point is, if I tell you that you two, you are not seen out there. When I travel to UK and I mention your name, they don't know you there. But you are on your platform telling me that I'm not known in Togo. Okay. We are all in the digital era. Once we have famous presenters who cut across the world, and we have famous musicians. Someone will say,
and these guys are not sitting on the same measured platforms.
Yes, the same measured platform. Yes, same measured platform.
If someone is sitting on BBC and someone is sitting on Adum FM, and you think you want to compare them,
okay, we have examples.
Which example?
Recently, Gary R. Smith and Joy Darko, we saw them at England projecting EP or running shoulders with top class English journalists. We were here and Kwamla Dumo also left.
Bro, wait.
What is wait?
If these are some of the arguments you guys are going to make, then I can also give you an examples of some of entertainment journalists who have gone there.
Of course. Who are what?
Exactly.
International journalists. Yes, when you mention Amir Adebra, everybody knows him in the world. Exactly. Is that the case we are talking about?
So who is accusing?
Is everybody? Does everybody know Amir Adebra in the whole world? Is he somebody that when you mention, go to everywhere, they know him?
No, it is not everybody who knows him.
So the conversation now is a battle. When you push me without thinking about my hustle, I also come at you, and it should be fair. The media should understand it that way. That yes, whatever we are saying to them, if we do it analytically and tell them that okay, you can move here, you can do this to cross barriers. But you come and tell him when he started doing music, Mr. A certain Wizkid was not born. But now the Wizkid is everywhere. Then he has seen that you are in the gutter. Let me join you in the gutter. Let's fight.
Okay, thank you. Chamo, come through.
Yeah.
I think we've heard Kojo's argument very clear. Kojo thinks that Sarkodie and his likes, they are right to say that the media should also go out of their comfort zone. They should also be tired of sitting on radio and TV in Ghana alone, and they should do more. Chamo.
I mean, in Kojo's conclusion, they are just also joining them in the gutters. I mean, I will agree that some of the comment that we make about musicians, it's not fair. I mean, some of the comments, they are not fair to them. And some people may not even have proper details or details based on the suggestion that they will give you. Know that no, they don't know much to even talk in that way. But it's not, you cannot also turn it around and then also say things in a way that people obviously know that you also don't know much about the media to talk to them in that direction. I mean, if you do that, we are not going anywhere, and at the same time, it's also not good. The same way that you are not so happy about what the media people are saying about you, it's the same way that you are also saying something that is not good about the media. And so if you are not saying it and we are criticizing you, it's based on the fact that you are also doing the wrong thing that you think some media people are doing. So Sarkodie's comment, last time I shared my opinion, and I think it wasn't good enough. I mean, he can do better. And Sarkodie, for instance, he's an international artist without any argument. But his definition of who an international media person is wrong. It will not, I mean, it's not good enough to measure in that direction. I wish he would come out and tell us, oh, well, we know, because he used Communal Dumo as an example.
Yeah.
And if you do that, it will not work, because Communal Dumo, even after getting opportunity to work for BBC, was really a good journalist in Ghana here. So at what point will you say that he has done enough because he moved to BBC? No, in the other way, BBC also saw him and then came for him. Okay. So if we are going to use that to measure, then it will be like until a record label in outside a record label outside there should come for you before we will recognize you as an international artist. It won't work that way, because no matter the measure that you give, Sarkodie will qualify as international artist without a record label.
Then why do you say he should go international again?
No, that one is somebody's suggestion.
Who body?
And
who body?
But
a media say somebody.
Okay, some media people are saying
media,
that he should go international.
Say media.
But for those of us who know Sarkodie and what he has done, Sarkodie is an international artist. Let any media guy who is saying that Sarkodie should go international come out with what that person will consider as international. Sarkodie will qualify in any way that you want to put it. Yes, but Sarkodie, he doesn't have any record label outside there. So his measurement, if we have a good journalist here in Ghana without a big platform like BBC, CNN calling that person, you can't use the same measure and say that person is not good enough or that person should go international. In your case, until some big platform outside come for that person, that person is not an international journalist. That measurement is not good enough.
Okay.
So Sarkodie, if he wants to go that direction, then he should also be thinking about like getting proper insight before he can do such an argument. Because somebody like Anas, somebody like Manasi Azuri Awuni, they have done a lot of work for international platforms, but they are not there. None of the big platforms that they have worked for have come for them. So on their local channels. So are they international journalists or what? Like how?
They are not.
Yes. So how do you then measure that your standard?
Your reach.
So the standard, the kind of standard that Sarkodie is using, no journalist will qualify. Apart from those who
are there,
who by means of their good works or their plugs or their connections. Or the opportunities available at that time. If BBC wants to hire somebody in Ghana here, apart from your good works, you stand a better chance if you know somebody there. Well, I disagree with Sarkodie in the tangent that he went, but I understand him based on the fact that yes, some people will make comments that may frustrate you to say certain things like that. But for him, I think he should think about it again when he is about to unleash some of these things. It will be better that he will be one specific and two address the issues direct. Like he can boldly say that I am an international artist. I don't need such comments. And some of us will agree with him because he is. Yeah. So ignoring the fact that you are an international artist and then descend into gutters, if I
educate your people. Don't think of Sarkodie's report.
Even Kojo, I'm just looking around. So far, all the people who have been picked from here to go do any international media thing, how many of them are even Showbiz people?
Yeah.
How many of them are Showbiz people?
It means okay. So
no, wait, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming. So what it means is that the international media and even their focus might not be Showbiz like that. So what it means that you can even kill yourself and do whatever. They have not seen you.
Like the same
because
like the record label.
Those guys who are doing any Showbiz related stuff in the media out there, they don't live here and they were called. They are now living there like they are part of them.
Yes. It's not like they live here and they will go and work there and come back.
No.
Like the way musicians.
It is their country now. Just that they happen to have a dual citizenship. That's it.
If we have to use that kind of measure, the standard, then for the artists, if you have not been signed to any bigger record label, you are not an international artist.
In fact, you are nobody.
And I think that wouldn't be fair to them. Because they have worked enough, they have worked hard enough to get their names out there, and people can recognize them based on their songs
voice,
and all that. So his standard is not fair, and as I said earlier, he can address the issue better than just going that direction.
Well, thank you, Chemo. Let's listen to Nana Reagan, and there is another topic. I'll see if we can squeeze it in before we leave here.
Yeah, I think the last time we discussed it, I said the whole thing didn't make sense to me. The arguments from Sarkodie.
Could your kids that I shouldn't let you say they didn't make sense?
Oh, you didn't say this. You said something different.
It didn't make sense. Okay. I said it in tree. So
okay.
That's why you don't get it. It didn't make sense. That's what I mean. If you are looking at the measurement, what Sarkodie said, the reason why he used Komla Dumont as an example is because he's trying to tell us that because Komla Dumont is there, he was able to plug in. And that is what is making me say that. Then the entire argument doesn't make sense because that maybe Sarkodie doesn't even know or doesn't even recognize as an entertainment journalist or whatever. I have been able to plug a middle class artist.
Not even A-listed.
Not even A-listed. A middle class artist like Pope Skinny back in 2015 on BBC Extra 1 radio. I did that, and it's online. They should check on Ghana Web. I even made a comment. It was captured. I sat here. I have not gone to London before. I don't know where BBC Extra 1 radio is in London. I sat here with my laptop and my boss and clack, exchanging of emails. It happened. Pope Skinny went to UK and came back and was very appreciative of the work. So
at that time we did an international assignment.
So you are international journalist. So you qualify to do international journalist.
I did an international assignment.
I just want to refute the argument Sarkodie is making that if he thinks that if Ghanaian, let's say the entertainment journalists, pundits and whatever, if they are able to get on platforms like MTV Base, BBC, CNN, that what it means is that every artist in this country will enjoy some plus they are expecting that they are not getting. But it is not true. That is what I want to tell Sarkodie. It is never true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how many people have you put on BBC Extra 1 after Pope? How many people have you put there?
That's not the argument.
No, the reason I'm saying is that I'm coming. Just 1 second, because so that this will not be straightened.
It is time.
I'm saying that the fact that I'm on your platform, it gives me a much more influence than somebody who is not on this on Showbiz Daily.
Yeah.
So I have more influence than somebody who will just pick a phone and call you. You can maybe do few artists, but because I'm here every day, I can bring much more artists than anybody.
Okay, hold it there. Yes, Nana, continue from there.
If that's the argument you even want to make, there's somebody can also argue or ask questions that how many, apart from Sarkodie, do you know of any A-list artist Komla Dumont was able to put on at BBC? Do you know?
Apart from Sarkodie, who has mentioned it?
Sarkodie has mentioned it.
He mentioned himself.
There might be others, but we don't know.
So the point I am making is that the entire argument is wrong because people can still sit here and do things. Come put Amaya on this platform and maybe interview that. How many artists or art from Ghana have you been able to plug here and there and done certain things? You see, the other day I was sitting here trying to show you some of the things because you see, most of the media, if the media is doing something, if today Sammy Flex is plugging somebody in London, in US, or nobody will write about it. Especially when Sammy Flex doesn't want to blow his own trumpet or say, oh, I am doing this for so and so artist. Nobody will know. I have mentioned on this platform that even song featuring for somebody to feature an American artist. I know people who are not artists but help artists to get some of these things.
Yeah.
And some of them sit in this country and they do that. So if you want the links and the plugs, and that is the argument you want to make, this is not how to go about it. It is never about somebody moving from Peace FM or Radio Gold to go on BBC to work before they can get you those plugs. It is wrong for you to have such a mindset. And as huge as Sarkodie is, for somebody like me, I expected him to know better that this is basic knowledge for everybody in the space to know that. And yes, I'll be called BBC pen, I'll be
na moti ha den na modi aya moti ha den na modi aya what is basic knowledge?
We sit in this country. The other day I was just on the platform saying that right now what is making Nigeria dominate the world music is not anything extraordinary. The first thing that is holding them on is their sound. And if you meet anybody that understands some of these things, they will tell you. We were in this country the other day having conversations about how bad some of our sounds are. Recently, Sarkodie, when he dropped the Pressure album,
No Pressure album,
was he not touring African countries to do promotion?
Yeah, he did. At least he did some countries that we know.
Out of his, let's say, 10 years or over 10 years of music experience, how many times can you mention that, oh, Sarkodie, every time he dropped this album, he does so and so plug, he does so and so promotions and all of that. So if I am sitting here as a pundit and I see Nigerian artists doing that, and I've made that observation, and I see other country music artists who are doing so well, doing that, taking that path to do it, and you are not being able to do it, and somebody is making the projection or making that suggestion to you that when you do so and so, you can equally do that. And then you started, when you drop the Pressure album, you saw the need to do it. You understand? So you don't see that as pressure.
Depend on how you
don't. No, you don't. You should not. It is just like me sitting here, somebody criticizing me, and then I'll feel so bitter and emotional about it. And then maybe instead of looking at the good in what the person is telling me, then I just want to be like everywhere because the person is saying something that I'm not really good at hearing or I don't want to hear. I don't know if you are getting my point. So if you instead of you seeing it as pressure on me, take your time and do your work. Recently we were discussing how she has been off for now. He has taken his time to announce to announce his album, and we were all saying it is good. He shouldn't be in a hurry to do anything. Didn't we discuss that on this same platform? Yeah, we did. Why didn't you come and tell us that somebody is putting pressure on your head? In fact, that's even a session crap. I'm telling you, 70% of that conversation doesn't start from the media. It is wrong for anybody to make that argument. It starts from their fan base.
That they are not international.
No, that so and so artist is doing better than you. So and so artist is
the comparison.
Getting there. You are not getting there. It doesn't start in the media. It starts from fans.
Those commentaries start from fans. Wrap up for me.
So that is where we will say, I understand where Shatta, Wale and other artists are making the arguments from to join this thing. It is okay. They can join it, but at least they should understand.
Because they all have the same thoughts.
Yes, they all have it, but they can't, some of them have not been able to come out to say it. But they should think about the how they want to measure the progress of the media and the musician's career. It's unmatched. It doesn't work. Media, he's part of, the media is the fourth branch of government. They are here. The agenda is to develop Ghana. The moment any media person moves out of this country to work for BBC, agenda nasa. The mere fact that he is doing you good because he knows you are Ghanaian and he plugs you in BBC doesn't mean he is doing the Ghanaian agenda. No. You're losing it. If anybody is working in BBC right now, if Sammy Flex, you move from here to work in Al Jazeera, you will not be doing any Ghanaian bidding again. Everything will be in that agenda.
You can help them to do one-to-one.
Of course, I don't know how many times
it will not be the main agenda.
How many times they see? But the main agenda is there to push something. They have a focus. Because we don't have any focus, we just do our things anyhow. So some of this conversation will come anyhow. and people will understand it anyhow.
All right, thank you so much. And we will try to look at our very last story before we run away from here. And this is about Wendy Shay, who has said Ghanaians or Ghanaian artists should be thankful to Nigerian artists for making Afrobeats the world's #1 music, therefore calling the world's attention to Africa. I say yet now, Masi. And also, and the one who did not understand this was Tick. Tick is one of our veteran hip life artists here in Ghana. He has done a lot for himself. He's done one of the biggest features with Nigeria ever in the history of our music industry. And he came back responding to Wendy Shay's tweets that reads, Ghanaian artists should thank Nigerian artists for bringing the world's attention to Africa through Afrobeats. Ghana, wake up. Then Tick said, how dare you speak this way? He said, who should thank who? I think it should have been the other way rather. If not for our bad Ghanaian PhD syndrome, things could have been different. Enjoy your music and keep working hard for yourself and country, and don't get into the mix of things you don't know. Describing Wendy Shay as being someone who doesn't know things in the music industry. Chamo, who angered Tick? No, who made Tick angry?
I can't tell. This one is a.
Well, I'll give you just 2 minutes on this.
Yeah,
just go straight to it.
I think Tick he got it wrong. He should come again. In fact, in the statement, he agreed with the factual statement coming from Wendy Shay because of PhD syndrome. But anyway, for those who don't know, PhD in this case means pull him down.
Pull him down, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, some people might say
yes. So I think Tick agreed with Wendy Shay for using that statement, and then the part that Wendy Shay doesn't know much to talk about this, she should focus on her music. I think that one Tick got it wrong. I mean, after agreeing with her, that statement can't be true. I mean, if you are following how to analyze statement and the logic behind the statement, you said that why should we be thanking them if not because of our PhD syndrome? It means now we should be thanking them because of the PhD syndrome. They are the one doing the job. So why then do you come out to come back and say that
she's talking about
yes. So I think Tick got it wrong, and then the statement coming from Wendy Shay too is a factual statement. I mean, now Nigerians are doing more, and then they are highlighting the whole Africa, looking at the kind of collaboration that they are doing with their counterpart in America and other places, and then even the kind of shows that they are staging outside Africa. Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido, and others. Fireboy,
and some of the young
ones,
and things. Yeah.
Yes, they are doing a lot of things, and yes. So I think there's no point to argue about the statement, and it's true, and we should take it like that, and Tick should come again because he got it wrong in this case.
Okay, thank you. Kojo, 2 minutes on this. We are wrapping up.
When you follow Tick in recent times, his comments is born out of certain pain that he's harboring in him.
Yes.
And so it makes him lose sight of certain things. Exactly, certain things that is happening now. But I don't blame him because he's not been active in the music business for some time. We all know he's opening branches, selling pizza, shout out Jeanette's Pizza and stuff. So he's not on top of certain issues. He's always stick to back in the days. Some of the things that were supposed to happen that didn't happen. But we've moved on. If you check the first 2 lines of the statement, it should have been, which was in the past. But it isn't now.
Yeah.
It should have been, if not for the PhD syndrome. So it means now what Wendy Shay is saying is the fact. Afrobeat is conquering the world now. And when we mention Afrobeat, which country comes to mind? It's Nigeria. It's not a matter of being egoistic and trying to be a gangaria and try to say like, Oh, we are Ghana, we are. No, it's not it. That wouldn't help anybody. We know the ones who are fronting the genre on the world stage. So if a lady, and I so love what Wendy Shay did, because enough a typical African person
will not commend or praise someone for doing well.
We are not able to give people their flowers. It's something that is so difficult. You see the next man doing so well,
but we will never say
but we never say it. He will be there in the background and try to even find a way to spite you. But beautifully, Wendy Shay has done that, and let's commend her. You are somebody who benefited from Nigeria. Back in the days, you went there. They held your music in high esteem, and you any day you go to Nigeria, you are a big gun.
Yeah.
So if those days they weren't hailing you, what would that have become? So if today another Ghanaian is also hailing them, you have a problem with it. And we have been using you as an example. When we talk about Ghanaians doing the hip live days who cross borders, you are the one that we use. So why can't we say same if the next country is now projecting it? These are facts that he shouldn't think that Ghanaian musicians and the rise of Wendy Shay, they don't know about whatever they are saying. I think that comment is in a way was disrespectful to the young lady, to say that you don't know what you are talking about. Can't she see Burna Boy and the others conquering stages out internationally? Look at when Burna Boy even tweeted Wembley next year, tweeted Wembley. Look at that too, 2023. He has tweeted. And look at the shows that the guy is organizing around the world. And the numbers. Now, attention is on Afrobeat. And Afrobeat emanating from Africa.
Yeah.
So, any African can associate. Yeah. So, if we are associating, man, the best you can do is to advise the young ones. But not take her back to the history. It is gone and dead. Spilled milk. Also, papa who and can you know? A crimson papa. And now so that is back. It's gone. It's past. We are in a new era. What when she said is nothing but the truth.
Okay, thank you so much, Nana Regan. Wrap up for me on this.
Can you imagine if Takes watch the show? Takes. Gets emotional about yours. And since it has pressure on him.
Oh, what pressure?
No, ask you that you are international media.
No. See, he's when
ask you that are you an international media person?
This one, he has said something and we are reacting. No, but
he can ask you, are you an international media person?
You, Nana, you are also somebody who vie for people that. We have to use the cause and effect.
Of course.
And so when you say something and somebody reacts in the equal fashion, it's acceptable.
Okay, time. Another 2 minutes. Let's run away.
This is simple. It's straightforward. This is until we accept the realities, we cannot make progress because there will be no change. The reality is that Afrobeat is dominating the world, and Nigerians are holding that touch to it. They have given the world, Africa, that attention from the world. So Take should understand it like that, and rather maybe have conversations with musicians in the country on how we can, deal with the PhD thing, the pull him down syndrome. Let's tackle it. Let's deal with it. That this is what motivated some of us to encourage people to speak out, because the PhD, it is born out of Cold War. I've been saying it every day. PhD, if I don't want Kojo to go on, it is because maybe Kojo have done something to me. I wasn't so happy. I wasn't able to confront him. I did not say anything because I in my mind, I think I will
get him.
Yeah, I will shut the door. You understand? And that is how this thing have been playing in our midst. So things should be coming up with ways and means. Let's identify some of the things that comes together to form the PhD thing. Let's tackle those issues. Let's get it out of the way. Because what it means is that if Tex agrees that if we get PhD out of the way, Ghanaians or Ghana music can also be like what we are seeing Nigerians do. So let's commend Nigerians. Let's give them that credit. I mean, they are doing so well. They are doing beautiful in the music space now. they are the ones that are making the world, you know,
pay attention
to Africa.
Because of Afrobeats.
Don't take that bank
credit from them.
Credit from them. Let's give it to them at this point until we will be able to deal with our PhD thing, and we will see that okay, things have changed now. Hip life has dominated, and Ghanaians are doing this. We are also doing that, speaking a different language. Then you can come and argue with what Wendy Shay is saying. But what Wendy Shay is saying is reality, is straightforward.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much, and once again, let me repeat the announcement I made earlier that because of some changes in our schedules here in Ghana, Showbiz Daily has moved an hour forward. So instead of 8 p.m. now, we are going to start Showbiz Daily from 7 p.m. and we want you to note this. Still be part of the show, and always remember to leave your comment. But on Fridays, if every Friday comes and we have live, we have strength, we will come and give you the live show. So remember, this Friday we'll be here to give you the live show as well, and that is what I want you to do. Meanwhile, we are also wrapping up on our Dubai trip for this week. So if you are watching us and you have plans of being a part of it, please remember that we are wrapping up, we are closing our docket, or we are closing our doors for who can be a part of it. So if you've called, if you've registered, then you should know that this week, find money for us, and let's wrap up our things and start our visa, hotel booking, our insurance, our ticket and all, so we can fly out easily. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Kojokin is here. Thank you. And Kojokin is promising you a song in October. When we said it, so many people did not get it. We want to say thanks to Nash, who is the CEO of Greenville Records. Thank you so much, Nash, for being a part of what we are doing here, signing on Kojokin for the task ahead of us. God bless you so much. And to Kitimdo Solomon, thanks for coming through. Nana Reagan, Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, Emmanuel Fowila, PG producer, and Gideon Neelam Tessin, who is also our creative director. My name is Sammy Flex. If you loved this, remember to subscribe to this and always put down your comment, like our videos, and let's do some more. This has been Showbiz Daily, where quality showbiz lives. I'll see you tomorrow, same time.